This video is not for the sensitive hoes. The ones who can't take anyone else's opinions except for their own. If you can't have a mature conversation, then darling, this video is not for you. You will be blocked immediately. Now remember to keep it cute, keep it mute, or get the boot. Now preparing to nanny port to Nina's raw view. In 3, 2, 1.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, all my piggies. Anybody that new that may come along because of this certain video, welcome to my channel. This is a place over here where we keep it respectful, keep it cute, keep it mute, or you will get the boot. Don't get yourself blocked and shopped, okay? Let's just keep it respectful. But yeah, I'm here doing this kind of video out of nowhere because I wake up around like, I don't know, 11:30 or so. And my first like couple of messages are like, you okay? I'm like, what? Oh, Irish from 702 passed away. It's almost weird because I feel like I probably want to cry, but maybe it just hasn't really hit me yet. Once again, I don't know her. Just like I didn't know Pee Wee Herman, I didn't know Aaliyah, like other people who I cared about that are celebrities or whatever. But certain people or groups or things does, touch me. And it's not like, I know a lot of people wouldn't look at Irish as like this big star, but to me, she was a part of a big star, and especially a big group, and I always tell some of y'all, my close fans out there know that I'm a big 702 fan. I think I even said like one of my other raw views that I like them more than like TLC or something. That's just me. Not that I don't like TLC, but I always liked SWV, 702, Total, those kind of groups, especially with Missy Elliott kind of behind the realms. So this really hurts me. It does hurt. I don't feel it all the way yet. It hasn't hit me, but if I start watching some videos, maybe. But yes, Irish Grinstead, I think that's still her last name. She has passed away at the age of 43 years old. 43. And it's so weird. It's funny to think that back in the day, because I'm 41, I hate saying it out loud, but they seem so much older than me. And I don't know if it's because they're on TV and they seem so much more mature and it's like I never thought we were that close in age. So it definitely feels a little personal, whatever. It's like, dang, they haven't really said how she has exactly passed away. But somebody did say something along the lines of kidney failure, which is exactly what happened to her sister, Irish Grinstead, about 15 years ago. So yeah, Irish and Irish, some very interesting names. They were twins. But it's weird because I always felt like, maybe when they were younger, they looked more alike, but I always felt like Lamisha and Irish looked more alike, especially as she got a little older and she cut her hair. They both had that haircut. And because Irish would fill in every now and then for Misha, especially when Misha was pregnant. I went to the Brandy concert years ago. This is when Brandy was that girl. And she had all the TV hit shows and movies and Barbie dolls and all that. And she had 702 opening up for her. And when I was there, it wasn't Misha that was there, it was Irish. So yeah, they're twins. And so yeah, she passed away at the age of 27 back in 2008 of kidney failure. And it says along with other ailments and cancer that was left untreated. I wonder if she knew she had cancer. I wonder. But yeah, she was a part of the group, especially when they debuted with that group called Subway, to that little game we play. You're that little game we play. And they were so cute in that video. Yeah, man. And I know that really touched and hurt Irish, because she never seemed to really get over that, which I guess you wouldn't if it's your twin. There's something different there. And she just never seemed to be the same. Because in 2021, Misha and Irish said, losing Irish, saying that her death unpinned the dynamic of their family. as the three of them were literally like triplets. Irish says, it was hard for me to hold that in for so long. And it was kind of relieving to be able to speak about it and to finally let it out my heart. And then Misha says, I struggle with it just as equally. Probably not as rough as Irish did, but it was just as bad for me losing Orishir Lamisha. And then here comes today. Irish, 43 years old, September 16, 2023, passed away because Misha announced the news saying that Irish has had a long battle but failed to disclose what her illness was. It is with great sadness that I have to let you know that my beautiful sister and friend has passed away this evening. She has had a long battle and she is finally at peace, Lamisha penned. Because like months before Irish death, she also had to take a break from performing with 702 to focus on her recovery. So you know what? Let's do a little history, a little flashback of how 702 became some of my favorite songs from them, what Irish was always about for me, and then get into kind of towards the downfalls of things to try to like wrap it up. So 702, which the name is thought of after the area code in Vegas. And their original name, believe it or not, was called Sweeter Than Sugar. And it originally consisted of the singers Lamisha, born June 10th, 1978 in Houston, Texas, which I didn't know that. Houston, Texas, okay. And Amelia Childs. She was briefly in the group. So yes, it was Misha, Amelia, Orish, and Irish. Camila was nowhere in the picture as of yet. In fact, they knew of Camila in school. So after they had their hit, with Subway, this little game we play, Amelia and Orish was removed from the group. See, I figured she was removed because Mike Bivens from Bill DeVoe, he didn't really favor their voice. They didn't really like their voice. And they were replaced by a classmate named Tiffany Villarreal.
Today I want to tell my story.
And Camila Williams, born March 8th, 1978 in Las Vegas, Nevada. And just 6 months before they actually debuted, they released Tiffany. I'm not sure what happened with Tiffany, but she left the group. What's cute is that the sisters, all three of them, would go to the lobby of Caesar's Palace and just sing in the lobby, hoping to be discovered. So they really had the drive to do all of that. And they actually were discovered by Sinbad. Like, that's really funny to think of. And Sinbad actually went to their home. Could you imagine Sinbad, this big old tall red man going into your house? And he convinced the parents to let them enter this competition in Atlanta, which they came in second place. And then they were discovered by Michael Bivens from Bill DeVoe. And he liked what he saw, but then he added Amelia Childs to the group, which she was not in there too long at all. And then that's when they thought of the name 702. That's how they were born. So after they had all that together, they finally came up with this single with the group called Subway for this little game we play. Okay, that's where I would say Orish and Irish did look more alike. They had a little chubby little. They were just Irish and they were just so pretty. They were so Misha too, but they were just Irish. She was so cute. They were so cute. But unfortunately, after that, Amelia and Orish were replaced because Michael didn't feel like their voices were that great. They weren't that great. So they got replaced with Tiffany Villarreal and Camila Williams, who went to the same academy or performing arts school of them, which is so cool. And so that's how they joined the group. But then Tiffany departed for a solo career. So then it was just Camila, Irish, and Misha. And Orish would sing backgrounds on the first album. And she would replace them every now and then. Like I told y'all when I went to the Brandy concert, she replaced Misha while Misha was pregnant. Let's get into the albums. Let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. Now, as we know, Camila was the lead singer for a reason. But back in the day, Misha actually could blow. Now, she was a little extra, but I'm going to show y'all a clip where I just seen this clip maybe a month ago or so. And she's like singing her heart out by herself with Subway. So the girl could sing. She could sing. But I guess Mila's voice kind of just fitted more. But their first debut album, 702 No Doubt, which is a great album. There's really not any songs to skip. Maybe one or two songs that I'm like, I don't have to hear, but they're not bad. But my favorite songs from that album, it's so many, oh my God, but like just, they're kind of out songs that weren't released, but I love Round and Round.
Baby, to the hip, hip, hop, hop, baby, I won't stop. Tell me what's your sign, is it compatible to mine?
Oh, turn me all around. Hear my heart pound. You got it going on. That's why I sing this song. Oh my God, I love that song. The beat, Missy Elliott did that. She did Stilo, of course. She did I'm Not Gonna Take You Back. Cause boy, I don't play that.
I'm not gonna take you back. Boy, I don't play that.
I love those songs. I even did like a little like version of the Chipmunks, the Chipettes, doing Round and Round.
Always into feel and introduce you to my crew. I swear news, letting you like spread. Baby, you be making my poor heart pound.
But of course, the single and things that put them on the map was Stilo. I'm gonna keep it real. Keep it real. And it's so funny because whenever they would do these songs, I always looked at Irish as like a hype man. Like, she had a cute voice. She never was like put on the front of like singing, and I think that they know like she's not the best singer, but she was such a stage presence. Her looks, her demeanor, she was always extra hyped in the microphone during live performances.
Come on, y'all. Woo! Yeah. 702.
And just that song with Missy Elliott was just automatically a hit. It was a hit, and I fell in love with them right then and there. And in fact, Stilo, if you listen to the way it's being sung in the show from Nickelodeon called Cousin Skeeter.
You know how he does. You know Skeeter flows. All I wanna do is hug you, 'cause I like your stilo.
That actually is Camila and them singing that. And they were really big at the time with Nickelodeon, especially. You would see them on All That a lot. Their song, All I Want Is Someone I Can Talk To. That made it in the Good Burger soundtrack.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. May I take your order?
And then, of course, you know, they had Get It Together, which was another hit. You know, I feel like back then, almost every kind of album had like a ballad that kind of like was a good, like stood out. Like, so like, just like how SWV has Week, I feel like Get It Together was their week for them. And it was a hit. It was really a good ballad. It was really, really, really good. And of course, even though Mila sung all the leads for the most part, Irish did have her time on Word is Bond. Woke up this morning chilling and my man didn't want to wake my man, so instead I called my girlies. Let's chill today, go out and play, get in the car and let's move around the way. Ow, she sounded so cute there. It was so cute. That song is a very just ow, like she ain't gotta sing hard. You just ride with her.
Woke up this morning, we're chilling on my head, didn't wanna wake my man.
But it was Get It Together that gave them that number top 3 part on the R&B charts. That's good. You know, I feel like they never got the recognition that I feel they deserved as a group. That's just another story, but I feel like they deserved a lot more than what they got. And around that same time, they appeared on Missy Elliott's Super Duper Fly album with the song we all know, Beat Me 911. Beat me 911, don't call me on my cell phone, I'll call you back to see what you gon' tell me. Yes. And they also had a couple of like TV appearances, a little few. One of them was Sister Sister, which I don't remember. Let's see, can we find that? And Moesha. Let's get on to around 2000 when they came out with 702, the album 702. 702 was another great album. Oh, it's kind of hard to say. Between 702 and No Doubt, which album do I think is better? I can't think either one is better because both of them are good. They're good. They're good. And of course, we all know from 702 self-titled album, the hit single that they had was Where My Girls At, From the Front to the Back.
See, he's my property, and any girl that touch.
In that video, they were giving you Model Ts. They were giving you models. Irish was looking sexy. I'm like, yes, Irish. They all were. And that song was actually number 4 on the Billboard Top 100. And it went gold, and it stayed on there for a couple of months, and it almost won like the song of the year, you know. And the song was almost like Bills, Bills, Bills for Destiny Child, like how that was for them. Like this was Where My Girls At. It was that you just couldn't help but sing the song. It was so catchy, and that album earned them Lady of Soul Award nomination. And this was around the time, as I said, the Brandy Never Say Never tour that they were a part of. And they also starred in the movie Double Platinum, which I need to watch that. I haven't watched that in a long time, with Brandy and Diana Ross. I'm trying to remember their parts, but they were in that movie. And they also signed a deal with Wilhelmina Models, which probably explains how they were looking so fierce. And then the 2 other singles that come from that album was You Don't Know, which is a unrated song.
So shock, Carlin.
They were so robotic and cute and Irish. Because this is all about Irish for the most part. Irish looking gorgeous, looking beautiful, looking sickening. And then Gotta Leave, which is one of my favorite songs.
You got me pulling my hair. Oh, boy, who you think you are?
Underrated. Gotta Leave is that kind of Asian-esque beat. It was such, and it had Irish was gorgeous in that video. They all were. It was such a, I wish, that song is so good, it deserves better. So between 2001 and 2002 was when things started to kind of get a little rocky. Mila wanted to go solo. I don't know what was going on. Maybe there was favoritism in the sisters and the management. I don't know. But you know how it is. The girls always want to go solo. Always. They want to ruin the groups for us. And so she went to go do her thing. She signed with Faith Evans and did some little things. And then she even was a part of Total, which I didn't even know that. They recorded some songs together, but it's never been released. So that's very interesting. But during that time, Misha and Irish, they were like, well, we got to keep going. And they found a new singer to replace Misha with. And her name was, make sure I get it correct, Cree. And they had the song to the soundtrack of Pootie Tang. If you think you're Pootie Tangin' and you know that you're playing. That song, I mean, it's a cute song, but the movie was stupid. So like, it's like, y'all could have done them better than that. Like that, nobody really cared about it. Unfortunately, it didn't make any kind of charts or nothing really. So it didn't get any buzz, unfortunately. So after that, little time, little healing, 2003, 2006. Between that time, the album Star came out, which is a great album. That is a great album. I'm sorry, all of their albums were good. They were so good. Fun albums. That album had a lot of hits too that I love. Like, it was really good. Underrated. Pharrell had a lot of touching on this album. Their first single that came out was Star.
Honestly, think I'm in there my health. See, I need.
You're my star. They were so cute, skating all that and giving you very bubblegum girl, and Irish was looking gorgeous. That song made top 50 on the 100 charts. So it got a little buzz, but it could have been better. And the other song that it came out, I guess, but it never, for some reason, it didn't make the charts of top 100, Billboard's top 100, but it made like the R&B charts like 98. I Still Love You.
See, everybody needs someone by their side.
I don't know, 702. If y'all, Misha, if you ever see this, y'all deserve so much better. I Still Love You. That song is just beyond. It's beyond. It's beyond. That is just, it's amazing. It's amazing. I love Trouble. Trouble. Even though I got a man. Trouble is so good. Feelings.
Something about you, I can't live without you.
The beat. Come and Knock on My Door. Come and knock on my door. The album is just, Certified. Girl, that was like kind of like Get It Together again for them, but for some reason it didn't do it. Certified, calling somebody a certified hoe, that was a hit. Also during that time, I guess they were kind of all doing their own little projects. Irish ended up in some movie called The Brewster's Project. The Brewster's Project that I know is the one back in the day with Oprah and all the girls. That was a great movie. I haven't seen the one with Irish in there. And she also starred in Tiffany the Doll. We watched Tiffany the Doll on Tubi, which Tubi is the ghettoest channel. Between Zeus and Tubi, I don't know who more ghetto. I don't recall seeing, maybe, girl, Irish. Why were you in that movie? Why were you in that movie? You deserve better. That is a girl. Yep. That movie is horrible. Oh my God. I have to go back and see that and see, is she really in there? From 2003 to 2006, they kind of had the star thing going on. They were kind of together doing a little couple of things. But then Misha left the group again and she was officially solo. Between 2007 and 2010, solo endeavors. I don't really know much what that was going on. But between that time, 2008 is when Irish passed away, the twin sister. And I'm quite sure that's when Irish started whirlwinding. She dated Ray J at one point. I'm not sure if that could have been during the time they were doing the Brandy thing. And I can't blame Ray J. Irish is sickening. she was sickening. Anyway, it seemed like Irish got her breasts done or whatever. But like she was kind of like, you didn't see her for a while. And then they came back out of nowhere. And Irish did look completely different. Like she was still cute, but not the Irish that we know. And you could tell something is wrong. I think she said she'd been smoking and just... Anyway, and 2021, I'm trying to think if they got together before then or just after. I think this is after. In 2021, a show came out on BET called Encore, which the show is bringing back certain girl groups or singers to come and form another group for this show and come out with an album. And it had people such as Cherish, which they were so evil. It had Misha and Irish from 702. It had Pam from Total. It had, I can't think of her name, but you know, the white girl from Danity Kane. It had Keely from 30W, which, child, you know she a mess, child. I think and it had Nivea. Nivea was there. I think Nivea was there, and it had Shamari from Black. In fact, the album towards the end they came out with, they had a cute song or so. But anyway, during that process, even though I enjoyed watching the show, I hated the show because it really made you look at certain people in a different light.
I will love you anyway, even if you cannot say, I think you are the one for me.
I think I'm probably getting a little more sad now, because it really did make, and I can't say I'm not free from being guilty, because I did laugh a few times and I did question things, but it really did make Irish and Misha look so horrible, especially Irish. It made you be like, could they ever really sing? Could they sing? And like, it just, and everybody in the comment sections and online, social media were just giving them a hard time, reading them, and then Irish and them finally got on social media, because you could not find them on social media at all. You really could not find them. And then they got on there, and then her page didn't really seem to get that much followers or anything, but she always would seem like to post the most positive little messages. She always seemed like she was kind of in her own world, but then she would post some things where she's kind of just like seems very depressed. You could tell the show bothered her. The show bothered her and Misha, because I think Misha even left, or Irish left. They left the show because there was so much negativity, and Cherish was really giving them a hard time. It was really coming for them. They were so mean to them, and it was cute because it did show Mila show up to hear them sing, and that was cute to see. It was like, look at her, coming to support her two band members, her ex-band members. But yeah, it wasn't good to see. But it seems like after that, they decided to rebrand the group. They did. It's almost like how SWV and all that came back, the reality show. I feel like the reality show kind of got the group back together. But as time goes on, people get older and people don't look the same. People don't sound the same, except for Mila. Mila's voice sometimes can be shaky, but she's always had a strong voice. She looks the same. She looks good. Her body still look good. Irish and Misha, they kind of put on a little weight, and Misha was kind of doing more so all the background singing for Irish. Like, you could tell Irish is kind of just there. When Irish, a couple of shows I watched, a couple of live shows like in Atlanta and different things on YouTube, it didn't seem professional. It almost seemed like, girls, if y'all want to come back strong. I'm sorry, like, in that industry, you really have to keep your image up. You have to keep your breathing. You got to look the part. And it just seemed like, I don't know if the smoking messed Irish up or not. I don't know, but poor thing. She just did not sound too good.
Will I take the wrong direction all my life to make you understand? I tried so very hard.
And the way she moved seemed so stiff. When back then she was the hype man, and so just extra and just like got you going. And it's sad to see. It was sad to see that. Just put this on a funny thing. I'm just getting a flashback of one of their performances. Way back in the day, they had on these purple like dresses and white sneakers. And they were so extra. Sorry, just random 702 flashback. But her literal last post is January 20th, 2022.
Swift as a wind song, you sang the music of an honest bird.
But and she's singing this song, I guess, and people in her comments were trying to read her, but I'm quite sure, you know how it goes when somebody passed away, and then everybody all of a sudden is like, I love you, you were always so good and so great. And even in that video, it's just black. Like, you could tell like she's going through it. Like, she just seemed like she's scared or shy, don't want to show her face. She does not believe in her voice. And it doesn't sound that good, but it's still good that she's trying to sing and do her thing. And it's
Hey y'all, it's been so long. I kind of gave up on IG for a minute, but welcome back. I wanted to sing something for y'all because I'm bored. And I was jamming earlier and it reminded me of her and my sister. Angel in disguise he was.
As you see in that video, she's talking about her sister. It's still, you can see, I don't know, she just doesn't feel the same. So that's why I guess she was taking these leave of absences, because the last thing I saw of Misha and Misha and Camila was at the Missy Elliott tribute not too long ago. And Irish wasn't there, and I was wondering, I'm like, where'd Irish at? I went to her page, but it was nothing to be said except for Misha saying that she had to take a leave of absence because of her health. And I was thinking maybe she just didn't want to be there because she's not confident in her voice. I don't know. But now we'll never know because she's gone as of September 16th. I'm sorry, I had to have the biggest smile on my face. I'm just looking at Irish from No Doubt. Oh, I swear, everybody who I just seem to care about, it just seems like, as far as celebrity-wise, keep passing away people that I really like. I'm like, who's next? Like, I don't know how to feel right now. But all I can say is, anyway, thank you guys for watching this video for once. For first thing, Misha, Camila, 702, y'all were great. And I'm really sad now because I was really hoping that they were going to get it together, and come back with another album or something. And now that's not going to happen. It's just, yeah, you can replace people, but it's not going to happen. Those days are over, but so grateful and thankful for the days that y'all did give me. Irish, thank you for being who you were. I am so sorry what happened to your sister. That really affected you and hurt you. Life is not fair. I wish y'all could have got more recognition that y'all deserved. But y'all were a big part of my childhood and teen years. My teen years and that time, the 90s, y'all made a big stamp on that, whether y'all saw the accolades that y'all deserved or not. Irish, your spirit on that stage, your spirit just being there, your presence, gorgeous. And it's so funny because I had just did a post not too long ago saying how much I think Irish and Holly Bailey kind of look alike and favored, especially in her younger days. So now, word is bond, Irish. Word is bond. That's your song, Word is Bond. My word is bond that you are special. You're loved. Appreciate you. Thank you for being part of that group. Thank you for all the hard work you put in. And I hope that now you and Oris, your twin sister, are finally united and are holding hands up there. And y'all are at peace with each other. I really pray that for you. That's the happy part about this, is that you can be with your sister, who I know you truly missed and truly loved. So we're going to leave out with just some clips and images of Irish and stuff. And yeah, thank you guys. I'll see y'all for the next Raw views and things. But until then, stay beat, stay beautiful, but most importantly, stay blessed.
Come on, y'all. Woo! Yeah, yeah.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. May I take your order?
They could take away the money, fortune and fame, but as long as you stay here with me, I'd be okay. I look at you and I see me, just reflections of the love you made with me.